Hey y'all, I came out to the greenhouse to kind of deal with some things that I had been avoiding and got some things dealt with. Pulled most of the tomatoes that are over here, some of the squash that was still left back there, some of the sweet potato vine that was still left back there. Trying to get this done before the freeze hits tonight. We're due for a pretty solid freeze. And as you can see, I haven't gotten everything done. This was from, these little pods are from one ground cherry plant that they dropped off of and I didn't collect in time. The bigger ones are from a tomatillo. Some of them were actually decent size that I missed, but they were from the middle of the plant. Have a couple of hydrangeas. I don't know if they'll make it back or not. Possibly. I'm actually watering in here just a little bit just to hydrate the soil. These are some chives. But the soil needs hydrating a little bit. You can see where I pulled plants. This was a weed that grew and I just wasn't able to get to it before I had other things to do this summer. This is a lavender. There's actually 3 plants in there. I'm trying to keep it going. And then of course, my pepper plants, I am going to cut all of those back in hopes that they will come back next year. I'm not disillusioned. It's possible, but most likely they won't. But more than likely some of these peppers will have fallen off and they will reseed themselves. And that will save me some trouble in the spring. As you can see, it's currently 45 degrees in here based on my little temperature gauge. So it's not bad in here. And honestly, outside right now, it's not all that bad either. You can see where weeds came in. And I need to pull these. I am most likely going to have tomatoes and tomatillos and ground cherries for life in here. Just because they have fallen off. But I'll show you what I've been doing and pulling the dead plants out of the greenhouse. And yes, I will come in and sweep and really clean this up. It's just there was a point where everything was green and it was getting difficult to tell what was weeds and what wasn't. There for a little while I had tomatoes growing everywhere in here, but volunteered. But now I've gotten them all pulled out. Thankful for that. It's something that's been on my to-do list for months, but I've had some other things that were more important to get done. But this is the pile that I pulled today of tomatoes and ground cherries and tomatillos and squash. So a pretty decent mound, if I do say so myself. And I will most likely end up having volunteers out here too. There's not a whole lot to eat in there, but it's possible that some rabbits or birds will find something to snack on, and that'll be fine. But this is my area behind my greenhouses, and I actually want to plant here this summer if I can figure out the way to do it, or maybe use this area for shade and grow out of other plants I want to start. And then I want to cut a trail back in here in the woods. There's some shrub trees that are small right there that I can cut and make it so that I can get back in there. But anyway, this is what is going on today. I'm actually quite hot at the moment. I'm fixing to go fill up the chickens' water. And then I'll be back out here a little bit later on to feed and water the animals. But I wanted to take a minute and just get some stuff done in here. I don't want to be facing this in the spring when I'm excited about planting and have to make a big effort to clean before I ever get to plant anything. I have seen some birds take refuge in here when it's gotten cold, so they are more than welcome to come and roost in here. I don't mind that. But this is kind of what I have going on today. You can see I still have some weeds to get out. I had some of my lemon squash dry, so I just threw them in there, seeing if they will actually reseed. They may not. It's okay. And then I have, this is a blackberry. I actually need to cut the canes and get those rooted to start some more blackberry plants. And then I have a couple of small blueberries here, there. I'm not sure, that may have been one too, but I don't know if they are going to survive this winter because I do not have my greenhouse completely secure. Hopefully they do. And yeah, I got to get in here and get this big grass out. I wanted to let it die back just a little bit more so it's easier to pull, because when they're like this, it's a little complicated. And you can see all the weeds that kind of got in over the summer. Looks like I missed a tomato plant here. You can see where one volunteered there and over there. And I'm sure I'll be pulling these for days. Ground cherry seeds for days. But hopefully some little critters will come in and eat them and be happy with them. Alright, well this is what I have going on today. Sorry I haven't had a video in a while. I've had some other pressing family stuff to deal with and just haven't been able to get the videos out. Hopefully one day I will find balance in family and garden and all the other things that I want to do. I was able to get about 300 irises, variety of irises planted this year, so I'm excited about that for next year and in the years to come. Alright, well hopefully I will be able to come in here and get some horseradish and ginger and turmeric planted. Figure out what to do with some asparagus crowns that I have, because I'm afraid out there they would completely die. In here they might be okay. Typically at night it's just as cold in here as it is outside, but during the day it warms up quite a bit. As you can see, you know, it's about 42 degrees. So hopefully we can maybe save some of my plants this year. Anyway, alright, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I've got other chores to do. Y'all have a great day. Bye now.